Hello YouTube, and it's been quite a while since I've made a video, so I thought I'd do an update. I had planned to do one at 6 months, but unfortunately I kind of forgot and things got in the way. So this is my 8-month update, I guess. A lot has changed since my last video. Definitely the hair, that's changed huge. A lot longer, a lot nicer colour. Now that I'm 8 months on hormones, I've got a few more of the changes in the upper body. Even just compared to some of my videos I've done, my face has fattened out quite a lot more than it was. In fact, it's very, very different from looking at pre-transition photographs already. The other huge change for me is up here. No more silicone. These are now actually natural. Well, as natural as they get on a T-gun. And that's just great for me. I'm just starting to get one of the side effects, well I say side effects, one of the effects that a lot of people get on early on. It's a bit of weight gain, a bit of weight shifting. I'm starting to notice a little bit more in my hips, and I'm actually able to gain a tiny bit of weight. I have always found that very difficult to do, but it's starting very, very slowly at least. On a note of medicating, I have actually made the decision to stop self-medicating and start seeing a doctor soon. Self-medicating was great while it lasted, but it's become very difficult. I have become quite ill on occasions. My hormone doses are not what they should be, and I need to be on the right amount, I guess. I'm going to keep going until I can actually get through and see a doctor and an endo and go from there, but it's just not doing its job as well as it can be at this point, and it's not as safe as I perceived it to be originally. I mean, I'm on low doses as it is, and it needs to be figured out, and I'm definitely not qualified to do that myself. A huge change for me in the last couple of months has been a massive boost in confidence. I'm feeling a lot less vulnerable in public. I feel like I'm getting stared at less, personally. Maybe I'm just feeling better and I'm less defensive about it. Certainly, I'm doing a lot better with the public. For those of you that don't know, haven't seen my other videos, I work in customer service. I'm a Starbucks partner, and I almost never hear a male pronoun or the word sir or anything used. And bearing in mind I'm in Texas, where everyone ma'ams and sirs everything, I'm hearing ma'am a good 99.9% of the time. And it only takes a quick correction for other people. So it's got a lot better. It's really, really helped. That boost in confidence has helped me a lot. It's helped me improve my makeup because I'm getting a lot happier about doing it. I'm less worried about passing, I guess, or attempting to look more female. And so I'm just going with makeup looks that I personally like, which is making me in turn pass a lot better. And it's been a very good cycle. I'm doing a lot better at it. I mean, I'm no makeup artist, but I'm getting better for someone who's just got a bag of makeup. One of the biggest things that's happened for me linked to that and the confidence boost has been actually wearing a bikini for the first time ever, out in public, at a water park several times, down at Hurricane Harbour, and it has been outstanding. I haven't had a single person stare at me, say anything, so much as look at me any different from any other cis woman. It has been phenomenal. A huge part of that has been my wonderful, wonderful partner, ever supportive, who has helped me get through that. I wasn't planning to wear anything or any kind of female swimsuit at all until maybe next year or the following year, but luckily they convinced me otherwise, and it's been a fantastic experience. That's done a lot for me, actually, that experience, the photos I've got from that, and I don't know, it's whenever I think of, you know, I get a little dysphoric or I think I don't look female, I look back at those photos at the moment and it's lifting me straight out. It's showing me what I can do. So it's brilliant. Another little change is my voice is getting a little bit higher. It's not amazing, it's not ridiculously high. It still passes enough or well enough that people don't really question it. The thing is, luckily, I have a British accent. People are more interested in that than the fact that it's not female or not really male or anything. So if my voice ever gets questioned, it's more of a where are you from question than what are you, which is quite a big leap for me. It's a lot nicer question to hear, believe me, especially at work. Although I am still voice training, I am trying to keep up with it. I mean, in comparison to where I came from, I mean, just listen. In comparison to my old voice as a guy, it's not a huge difference. The inflections are still very similar, but it's nowhere near as deep. So it's getting better slowly, and that's helping me a lot as well. So yeah, everything's doing quite well transition-wise. I'm hopefully going to be seeing a doctor in maybe October, November time, and I can go from there. I guess in the last few months, the trans community has been thrust into the public in a huge way. I didn't do a video at the time of Caitlyn Jenner coming out. My opinion is a little different from most people with Caitlyn. I'm a little bit more negative, a little bit more cynical than a lot of trans people even that I know about her almost representing the community. I tried to keep away from talking on the issue because I didn't just want to get into a rant or to upset anyone, because it is a great thing to see another trans sister come out. It is a great thing that we're now being talked about a little bit more, because it's a step, it's a big step, but it's still a step from there to pushing for better rights. I mean, back home in the UK, it's now going to be talked about by MPs about passing transgender rights, which is huge. It's absolutely huge. Down here in Texas, we actually knocked out the bathroom bill. So, you know, to that ranting self video I did whinging about the bathroom bill and how it's going to be awful, we kicked it out the water and it's not going through. I'm not going to have to show my papers to use the bathroom. And so hopefully other places that are trying to implement that will have the same result, because it's ridiculous. My whole opinion on the Caitlyn Jenner thing has been, it is great to see more trans news stories, but it's not good to see them focused around someone so privileged. It's not good to see them around someone who changed overnight almost, and in my own personal view, someone who's a lot older and from a very different style of transgender. You know, unlike a lot of trans people, I don't see myself as a woman or a woman trapped in a man's body or anything like that. I see myself as transgender who leans female. And for just one privileged white Republican trans woman who identifies just as a woman to represent our huge and diverse community, it's not good, especially as they're basically a Kardashian and come with a Kardashian reputation and mannerisms. There's only so many times I can hear Caitlyn Jenner go, "Ooh, girl," or something like that, and it just makes me cringe, especially as a lot of people, even occasionally customers, are asking me about my opinion on Caitlyn Jenner, or asking me if I'm like Caitlyn Jenner, and it's, come on, a lot of you guys or girls, whoever knew me before I transitioned, have known me during my transition, and suddenly Caitlyn Jenner comes out and I'm like her instead of being like me. rant over. I'm not going to go much further into that because it's a grey area with a little bit of infighting in the trans community over it, but I'm going to leave it personally. Apart from that, not much else has really been happening, so I just want to thank anyone who's been watching my videos at all. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry I haven't done them more often. I will be good about it and make some more on a few other issues. I think my next video might be on passing techniques or on self-medication, because even though I'm stopping, I did promise I would talk about the hormones, their effects, the dosages, because I'd be a hypocrite to say don't do it, almost, because I've done it for 8 months and counting, and it helps to have it as a resource, I guess. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you around.